Alexander Junior. Junior. Gamers on the sideline. Riverhawk from Northeastern State, Mr. Dustin Fleming. We have two assistant principals. One is a gentleman Bronco from UCO, Mr. Alan Muhlenweg, and a high school football coach doing double duty. He's a gentleman Bison from OBU, Mr. Kimes Gilbert. Wagner football games are also on the internet. Of course, we encourage your personal attendance, but if that's impossible, please join hosts Jordan Hurst and Josh Hurst and cameraman, technician Garrett Haddock at www.wagnerathletics.org or www.wagnerps.org/live streaming. Thanks also to veteran sportscaster and sports writer Mr. John Ferguson of the Wagner Tribune and the Tulsa World for his coverage of all things Wagner athletic. Starters for Wagner. At wide receiver on offense, number 13, 6'1", 210-pound, Elijah Love. The other wide receiver, 6'3", 170-pound, number 23, Drake Sherman. At tight end, 6', 210-pound junior, number 18, Jackson Steele. And a 6'2", 205-pound junior, number 11, Carter Brown. Correction, he is a senior. And a quarterback, starting this evening, 5'11", 170-pound junior. yards on last season. When he passed the touchdown, senior quarterback, he was fast on the ground.
He works now. Oh, fantastic. Oh, hey, family, by the way, Mr. Penny wants to get you guys set up. His microphone goes to the live stream. So, okay, so, actually, we're building this. Who's your family? No, I was at high school. No one does it. So, like, we did really live stream. We had, like, people wanted to hear the band playing. Like, it's almost a soundproof thing in there. So, we're trying to figure out a better way to do it. He's got it turned way down. Like, don't be nervous. Like, have fun before the game. And it'll really just be like all the touchdowns we're going to score. It's going to be like cheers, little cheers in the background. I mean, unless you're related to them, do whatever you want.
By the way, in our season opener at Coweta last year, the Wagoner student section was the subject of a remarkable Facebook post by Principal Jeremy Holmes. Quote, "Our section was litter-free, picked up, and as the students found it." Impressive. If the kids can do that, so can we older folks. Let's be reminded to return the favor to our visitors in Coweta next year, but trash, pick it up, please, don't leave it. Place it in the cans, or better yet, take it with you. Let's leave our facility like our living rooms. Well, like most of them. Thanks for your common courtesy and decency. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as you are able. Gentlemen, remove your caps and hats as we spend a few moments of thought and thanksgiving to remember our many blessings. This brief ceremony, to include a moment of silence and the singing and playing of our national anthem, is a public celebration of American ideals, liberty, equality, and our willingness to defend them. We feel immense personal and public challenges and face them locally, as well as at the county, state, regional, national, and international level. We are abundantly blessed in so many ways. We pause, however, to remember the loss of two of Wagner's precious own, Charlie North and Mike Roberts. The Bulldog fan pauses to remember and honor one of our own, Charlie North. He's a proud Wagoner High School graduate and a standout Bulldog athlete. Coach North went on to build an extraordinary career in football. Beginning as coach at Wagoner, he went on to coach at McAllister and Tecumseh before joining the University of Oklahoma football staff in 1979. And for 15 years, he coached offensive linemen and tight ends under legendary coaches Barry Switzer and Gary Gibbs, and was part of the 1985 Oklahoma National Championship team. His coaching career later took him to Arkansas, TCU, Alabama, and Texas A&M, where he continued to influence countless student athletes. Coach North's greatest legacy can be found in the lives he touched. He was credited with mentoring numerous All-Americans and future NFL players, and was inducted into the Oklahoma Coaches Association Hall of Fame in 2013 and the Oklahoma Panhandle State University Athletic Hall of Fame in 2023. In 2013, Wagoner High School honored him by retiring his number 50 jersey. Tonight, as we remember Coach Charlie North, we celebrate not only an accomplished coach, but a Wagoner Bulldog who carried the pride of his hometown with him throughout his life. His impact on football, his players, and the communities he served will not be forgotten. And Mike Roberts. Mike was a former Wagoner High School football and baseball player, a construction superintendent for property arts for many years, and one of our football spotters up here for 30 years. Mike kept drive statistics to time, plays, yards gained or lost. He was a prominent Wagoner sports booster. Mike served Almighty God faithfully. We miss him already. Mike Roberts. Ladies and gentlemen, a moment of silence for Charlie North and Mike Roberts and their memories. I'm confident that they are smiling down on all of us. And now, fellow Americans and Oklahomans, please remain standing as our flag is raised by Boy Scout and Cub Scout Pack 637 and join in singing our national anthem. Our anthem will be led by the Wagoner High School Marching Band under the direction of our head director, the Lady Razorback from the University of Arkansas, Kate Aldrich. Ladies and gentlemen, please join our band in singing our national anthem.
Hello and welcome to the Wagoner Bulldogs live stream, where today we have the Wagoner County War, Wagoner versus Coweta.
It's an old war, dating all the way back to 1922, turns out. Took a 17-year hiatus back in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. And it's been Wagoner dominant since 1922. Since the 1956 restart, it's been fairly even. 29, 27, and 1 is the record, with Wagoner holding that advantage.
Yeah, trying to figure out how many, I don't see the thing, how many people we have, but thank you everybody for joining the live stream. Thank you to our cameraman, Aiden Lay, for coming through in the clutch. And thank you, Josh, for joining me. We are the Hurst brothers. I'm Jordan. He's Josh. Josh is a graduate here from Wagoner. I teach here at Wagoner, so completely honored to be able to, do this for the school and for the community and for these kids.
Absolutely. It's such a good time up here. Always coming to Wagoner games is a great time. If you've been here in person, you know this atmosphere is a little bit different than most other high school football games, but especially this game, right? There's no love lost in this matchup. I take the turnpike every chance I get just so I don't have to go through Coweta.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not entirely true. Maybe that's not the only reason, but.
Yeah, and that's definitely the sentiment, in the school. And I know we have both Wagoner and Coweta fans tuning in. We appreciate everybody being here. But if you're here, I think you know what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, it's I would say it's one of the top 5 rivalries in the state of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Maybe Jinx Union back to whenever that meant so much in 6A and the outcome of that. But boy, this isn't far from that, and especially some of those 5A matchups as well. Speaking of Jinx, they actually played last night in a really fun game. Didn't get the result that they wanted, but.
Yeah, so obviously, if you're a Wagoner fan, you know that one of the most devastating news you could have is your captain, one of your captains out there, number 1, Keyshawn Brown, broke his wrist. So he is not playing tonight, obviously. And that's going to hurt. But, Wagner, I'm sure, has some ideas to, succeed anyway.
Yeah, from what I understand, it was at the beginning of July, I believe. And so they've had time to kind of figure this thing out and figure out what are they going to do without Keyshawn. And he's not out for the whole season, right? He's definitely out this week, obviously.
Yeah.
He's still in a hard cast, so more than likely for Tahlequah, which is actually in 2 weeks. We get next week off. We actually get a bye week next week, so that'll help. Then play Tahlequah here, and then we go to Bishop Kelly, and that rounds out our non-conference games, our non-district games. So really the ultimate goal is to get him back by conference play or district play.
Hey, speaking of next week being a bye, this is the first ever time that Wagoner has played in a week 0.
Yeah, they came out with that, what was it, about 7-8 years ago probably? And yeah, Wagner's just never done it, right?
Yeah.
That was back whenever Wagner, here comes those boys.
Oh, they're both coming out at the same time.
Oh, that's interesting. Wagner wearing the new unis, all Adidas this year. We're a Jordan brand, and then switched to Adidas this year. So different look than what you're used to when the boys come out.
Yep.
But, hopefully the results are no different.
Yeah, it looks good
historically.
Yeah, so with Keyshawn being, if you watched Keyshawn play, you know that he has an arm on him.
Oh, yeah.
He can get it down the field. Don't know that Coco has that kind of throwing ability, but he has a lot that he can do. I mean, he can definitely run. And speaking of running, I think that there's going to be a whole lot of running the football tonight on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, for sure. Keyshawn threw for over 2,000 yards last year, which is a lot, obviously. But not only that, just the threat of his passing game really opened up the run game. So they're definitely going to miss him tonight. But yeah, I think you're right. I think this is going to be a very run-dominant game. This game's going to go quick, and I would assume a low-scoring game.
Yeah.
I mean, last year's game was 21-7, but Coweta wants to run the football as well. They have a big, tough backfield.
Yeah.
And they're senior-laden as well, just as these Bulldogs are. So this is going to be a fun one. Looks like Wagner's going to kick off to the Tigers to start this thing off here in W.L. Odom Field in the Dale Condit Stadium. Number 17, Rhett Butler is going to be your kicker. As always, he was really, really solid last year. So we'll be excited to see him. Here we go, a little pooch kick. Calls for a fair catch, and he'll catch it at about the 28-yard line.
I think we expect Wagner's defense to be a strong point. So, like you said, probably going to be a low-scoring game. Wagner might hope that it's a low-scoring game.
Yeah, for sure. Without your starting quarterback and just all the experience that he brings, you don't want to get down in this game and try to have to air it out. You want it to be a slow, methodical drive. Okay. In shotgun, 2 receivers up at the top. Going to hand it off to number 2. They're going to throw the reverse to number 21, and he has a blocker out in front, which is the quarterback. And he's finally drugged down to the sideline by number 6, so that's Zion Corey. They're going to get down to the Wagner, where they're spotting it at, 47-yard line.
Well, not the ideal start, but, it was a trick play, so...
All right, let's see. Shotgun again. Same exact formation. Handed off to number 2. This time, not a reverse. But he has some space out there, and he picks up a gain of 8. There's some extracurriculars down here at the bottom right, but no flags thrown. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 2.
Is that number 11 that got him there? Carter Brown?
Probably. He's going to be responsible for a lot of tackles this season. They hand it off right up the middle to number 2, and he picks up about 4 there.
That was quick.
That was. And again, some more extracurriculars at the top of your screen this time, right in front of an official. Still no flag. Ball is at the Wagner 34. And this Coweta team is driving. We're just going to look to the sideline to see what they're going to run here. Exact same formation. No changes in formation at all yet. This time the running back is going to go to the left-hand side, and we'll see what happens. He drops back to pass. Look for the screen, but threw the deep ball to number 1 over the top for a Coweta touchdown. I don't think he was actually looking at the screen. It looked like that they were faking the screen, trying to get the defensive backs to bite up, and they did, and they just threw it right over the top. Not the start that the Bulldogs wanted to have here.
No. And, started out with the run like we expected, and then I believe it was a play action that got him.
Kick is up. And it's good. So first drive for the Tigers ends in a touchdown for the Tigers. And everything worked on that drive. I mean, their worst play was a gain of 4 for a first down. There is 10:52 left here in the first quarter. Wagoner will send out their special teams to receive this kick and start their own first drive. Yeah, so mentioned since 1956, this rivalry's record is 29-27-1. The first 11 meetings, though, for some reason nobody counts. At least over in Coweta they don't. Here in Wagoner we do. And the overall record since 1922 is 40-27-1. Coweta has won 3 of the last 5 meetings, though, so not the direction we want this to go. All right, Coweta will kick it off to the Bulldogs. Deep kick. I believe that's number 14, Prince Austin. It is. Breaks a few arm tackles, but then finally drugged down by a slew of Tigers.
He's tackled by a pride of Tigers at about the 26-yard line.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what formations we're running. Are we still going to stay on shotgun and assuming that we're going to be very run dominant, or will we get a little bit more under center?
Yep.
Excuse me.
Yes, number 20, Coco Moore comes out, and as your starting quarterback. And whenever I said that, we know that Keyshawn has an arm, that's not to say that Coco doesn't. That's just
Sure, we just haven't seen it.
Right. We know that we've seen Keyshawn's.
He does run
nice
up the middle
run,
to the
yep.
left. Yeah, picks up a gain of 2, it looks like. It looks like a little bit more than that, but that angle is kind of weird for us.
You see how quickly he can hit that hole there.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Coco, right? He's a tough kid and he's an explosive kid.
Mm-hmm.
We saw that in a few games last year where he was the star back whenever Stevie Brown was down, and that boy can go.
Oh, yeah.
So you have Coco Moore and Prince Austin in the backfield. You got 3 receivers on the top of your screen here. 1 in motion. Fake the handoff right up the middle.
Again.
Breaks him 1 arm tackle and finally gets drugged down. Another gain of about 3 this time. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Big down here. 5 yards is hard to gain whenever you're not even looking to pass just yet, at least. Play call still coming in. And this is Elijah Love at the bottom of your screen. He was the leading reception man in yardage man last year. So watch him. It could be going. Got an empty backfield. Prince Austin goes in motion. He's going to throw it downfield.
Oof.
And could not connect with number 8. Well, that
Mark
is
Goins.
Mark Goins. Yep. All right, well, run, pass for a total of 5 yards, and here comes the punt unit. Elijah Love is your punt man. Coweta's going to send 2 guys back to return this. We'll see what the plan is here. Kick is up. Kind of bounce, let it bounce, get away from it. Mark Goins grabs it and downs it right where it is before it can bounce favorably for the Tigers.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to spot the ball at the Coweta 49. So got 51 yards to try to do what you do. Yeah, the defense needs an answer here.
Oh, yeah.
They can't let that continue. Like I said, the worst play of that last drive was a 4-yard run.
Yeah.
For a first down. Okay, they're going to go double tight here at the bottom of your screen. Two receivers at the top. One of those tight ends goes into motion. Guy handed off to number 2 out wide, and he finds space and gets drugged down. Yeah, I don't know who that is. It looked like number 19, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But gain of 6 on that play. Yeah, number 19.
Everett Prugert. It was a nice tackle, but you got to get a stop.
Yeah, they got blockers out wide, and we got to anticipate that a little bit better, beat those blocks. So shotgun again. Looks like 2 tight ends on the bottom of your screen again. Handed off right up the middle for number 2, and he's going to fall forward for a gain of 2. It looks like just short of the first down, 3rd and 1. Brock Hillman is the tailback there for the Tigers, and he had a heck of a year last year. He rushed for over 1,000 yards.
Oh, wow.
And to put that in perspective, Stevie Brown rushed for 900 yards last year.
Wow, it seemed like he was always getting
It did.
downfield.
And here's Brock Hillman again, and this time he is going to pick up the first down after picking up a gain of about 7. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers. They're marching. They're at their own 34. Or sorry, they're at the Wagoner 34 with 8 minutes left in the first quarter. Legend Ellis is the quarterback for the Tigers. They pretty much returned everybody on this roster from last year. He's looking to throw deep, but that receiver was forced out of bounds over there on the sideline, and now here comes a flag. So maybe that's there was something over there that wasn't legal.
Yeah.
I mean, the receiver was back behind the first down markers over on the sideline. So.
Yeah.
Yep, holding on the defense. Yep, forced him out of bounds. Can't do that. Got to clean that up. And that's something that we saw last year a lot, right? Was penalties, just either killing our own drives or saving drives of the opponent.
Right.
Got to clean up the penalties. These guys know the system at this point. There's no reason for that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was devastating last year, the amount of penalties.
It was. It always seemed like it was off of a 30-yard play for our offense, and then there would be a holding.
Yeah.
It was frustrating. Coweta's still in shotgun. Brock Hillman to the left of him. 3 receivers on the top of your screen, 1 at the bottom, no tight end. It's going to design quarterback run. He's got blockers. And he picks up a gain of 9 there. Let me bring up 2nd and 1, and he's down at the 15-yard line.
I think that was Noah Pete with the tackle there.
Between Noah Pete and Carter Brown, that's where majority of your tackles are going to come from this year. That's where the majority of them came from last year, too. Brock Hillman right up the middle, breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2 tackles in for a touchdown.
Wow.
So 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Again, no negative plays. No 0-yard plays yet.
Yeah.
So I know this Coweta team is solid, but our defense sure has to clean that up.
Absolutely, yeah. And they've done it both ways at this point now. I mean,
Yeah, both through the air and on the ground. They almost get around. It's like almost nobody blocked, but it doesn't matter. It's up and through. So that will bring your score to 14-0. Coweta leads it after 2 possessions with 7:19 left in the first quarter. Yeah, this Wagoner team is very senior laden. Almost a majority of them are seniors, and the few that aren't are generally juniors. You'll see a sophomore here or there kind of make a play or be a factor. But for the majority of it, it is mostly seniors.
Yeah.
And they lost quite a bit last year, right? You lose your tailback in Stevie Brown, which was just a phenomenal player.
Yeah.
And not only him, but you lose guys like Andrew Rathsack. You lose guys on that offensive line.
Yep.
I mean, there are a lot of pieces that we lost and that we have to find replacements for. All right, they're going to kick it off. Looks like Zion Corey's going to field it first. Goes through his arms, and he picks up a total of about 3 yards after finally grabbing hold of it.
Well, like we said about defense, offense has to do something here. You got to show some life on somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely don't want to get down in this game. Like we mentioned at the very beginning, right? You don't want to have to start airing this thing out whenever that's not really your bread and butter at this point in the season.
Yeah.
Okay, Wagoner will come out with a tight end on top of your screen. He goes in motion. I believe that's Carson Klinger. Got to hand this off to Prince Austin for the wide left. He finds space. Yeah.
It's a nice run.
Pickup of about 8 or 9 there. Looks like a pickup of 9 is going to get him down to the 25-yard line. Started at the 16, so.
Yeah, Prince is a good combination of strong and fast.
Yeah, and we saw him those first 3 games last year, and we saw glimpses of that even as a sophomore, right? And there was especially that wide run. Yeah. He's really, really good at that.
Yep.
But then unfortunately his season got ended early due to an injury.
Yep.
Got a stacked formation here for the Bulldogs. Again, here's
There
that wide right. He might have had enough for a first down there. We'll see where they spot him.
Definitely fell forward.
Yeah. I would call out a Coweta player on the tackle there, but there was about 5 of them. So it looked like number 11 was the key contributor. But
looks like they're going to spot him short.
So 3rd and inches. Bulldogs would love a first down here.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see what it is.
On the north side of the 25-yard line.
Okay, you got trips at the bottom of your screen here. 1 lone receiver at the top. Zion Corey goes in motion. Coco calls his own number right up the middle, and he's stopped short. He might have went backwards a few inches there.
Yeah.
So we're going to bring up about 4th and 1, 4th and inches. Yeah. And it looks like here comes the punt team.
That's tough.
That is. And you know, you're so close right there. You instinctively want to go for it. And you're like, well, I can get that. Yeah. But, boy, if you give them the ball at the 25-yard line, that's asking for trouble whenever you haven't shown any signs to stop them yet.
Right. It's almost giving them automatic points.
It is. A little miscommunication on the Wagoner sideline. Somebody not getting in. They have to snap it.
They didn't even know the ball was snapped.
Yep. I wonder if they're a man short out there right now. Coweta decides not to touch it, and it's going to roll out of bounds at about the Coweta 41-yard line. All right, so this time they have 59 yards to go figure it out. Yeah, so what changes defensively here? That's kind of the question.
Yeah. Got to win some battles.
Mm-hmm. Yep, each team has 2 possessions so far. Coweta has 2 touchdowns out of it. We have no first downs out of it. So,
I mean, at the beginning of this game begs the question: how good is this Coweta team? You know,
here's the thing: they went 9-2 last year,
right?
In 5A,
and like you said, they returned about everybody.
Yeah,
so.
They're a good team, and they lost to a good Claremore team first round of the playoffs last year, 28-26.
Yeah.
So no, this is a good team. Like I said, they return almost everybody. At least all their key contributors, they're returning this year.
Yep.
So looks like somebody's going to call a timeout. Looks like Wagner's going to call a timeout here in the first quarter with 5:08 left in the first. Your score is 14-0. Coweta Tigers lead this thing. Yeah, and there's been some mix-ups or not mix-ups, I shouldn't say, some transitions, right? Even on our coaching staff, not just in the players that we've lost due to graduation. We've also had a few that had transferred elsewhere. But even in our coaching staff, right? Some guys had other opportunities that they went to pursue, and they were replaced with really some local and some not so local coaches.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you know, working in the high school, man, about half the faces I see are new faces. I'm having to learn a bunch of new names.
Yeah,
so.
I think I heard you guys had 12 new teachers just in the high school alone. That's a chunk.
A lot of those are coaches, obviously.
Right. All right, empty backfield. And 1 receiver comes in motion. They're going to hand it to him out wide, number 9. there's some blocks out there. He had some blocks, and he is almost 20 yards upfield. But you're right, there is a flag in the backfield.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like they had him corralled, and then he broke through for another 15, 20 yards.
Stop by Wagoner, number 19, Everett Kruger.
I haven't seen a signal yet. Maybe he gave it already. I don't think so. The flag's still on the ground. So Coweta thinks it's on them because they're about 10 yards back from where they started. So I didn't see the signal. Maybe he gave it, but I'm assuming it's a holding penalty, considering where it came from and the yardage that they lost. So be about 1st and 10, maybe just shy of that. The scoreboard hasn't marked 1st and 19. That sounds about right. Coweta has it. So that was their first play that didn't go for big yardage.
Yeah.
Or for any yardage, I should say. Okay, we got 2 receivers at the top and the bottom. One of those top men are going to go into motion. He's going to drop back to pass this. Legend Ellis is. He's looking. They throw a screen pass, and there might be another holding out there.
Hold out there.
No flags come out for it, though. They're going to pick up about 8 and get most of that penalty back.
It was a good tackle.
Yes.
Number 54, Carson Klinger.
Number 54, Carson. Almost to the original line.
Carson Klinger, one of those guys that just gets whatever job you need, he gets it done.
Absolutely. He's a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, great kid. I don't know him real well, but seems like a great kid
He is a
from
great
the
kid,
times
yeah.
I have talked to him. Looks like there's a Coweta Tiger down at the top of your screen with an injury. Coaches and trainers are out there helping him, so hopefully everything is okay there. During the time, both teams kind of go to the sideline to use this time, essentially a timeout, right? It's a free timeout.
Well, I'm going to take this time to wish the Sherman brothers that are on the team, Ryan and Drake Sherman, their birthday's on Monday. So shout out to Ryan and Drake and their family. Happy birthday, boys. I was told that Ryan is the older one by about 45 seconds. So he likes to let everybody know that. I have both of those kids in my classroom. And you talk about a phenomenal kid. I mean, they just they work hard. You know, they're super respectful. Everybody likes them. They make it cool to do the right thing. You know, they're not afraid to jump in and start on something, and everybody just kind of follows suit. It makes having them in my classroom just makes my job that much easier. So
yeah, those types of kids are special,
Yeah.
right? And the phrase that you use there of making doing the right things cool. Right,
Yep.
That's what everybody wants for their kid.
Absolutely.
Is being that role model in a positive light. Yeah, seems like some great kids.
yep. Hope they have a great birthday on Monday.
Second down, 11 from the 41.
Did I hear that they're turning 16?
Yes.
So everybody, watch
Yeah,
out
watch
on
out.
the roads.
I'll turn my license in.
right. Okay, here they go double tight, one on each side of that line of scrimmage. Still in shotgun, and they draw number 64 off side.
It's Ray Benson.
So they'll pick up a free 5 there. That's going to bring up about 2nd and 7, maybe 2nd and 6. Let's say 2nd and 6. Ball is placed at the Coweta 46-yard line, and they're trying to march. Going to hand it off. Oh, no, he didn't.
fakes the handoff. There
right
you
up the
go.
middle. And there's about 11 Bulldogs there to meet him at the line of scrimmage. So there you go. Yeah, go team tackle.
Yeah,
right. Everybody fly to
exactly.
the football.
Yep. Show a little life.
Yep. Now it'll be 3rd and 7. So a loss of 1 on the play. So that's the first play that wasn't a penalty, at least, in Wagner's favor on the defensive side of the ball. So 3rd and 7, you should be expecting a pass here.
Yeah.
Right.
Upcoming for the Tigers.
They're going to stay in shotgun, it looks like. They are. 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen, 1 at the top. And he throws a little curl route right there. Bring him down, boys.
There
Bring
you
him
go, another
down.
team tackle.
There you go. Yep. Yep, one guy stands him up, and everybody comes finishes it
Yep.
for him. So that's great. He did pick up about 5 there, so we're going to look at about 4th and 2. And this is an interesting spot on the field.
Right at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, everybody talks about data analytics and sports. Well, this is kind of one of those times, right?
Yeah.
According to data analytics, this is a time to go for it.
Yeah, and they're
Right?
going to.
Yeah, the payoff is much better than, or the potential payoff is much better than the risk.
Right.
So we'll see. Bulldogs need to stop here. And this could be anything, right? This could be slants. This could be a runner up the middle. They look like they're in a heavy formation.
Don't jump offside.
They're going to hand it off right up the middle.
Oh, they had him, but they,
Yeah, they're going to spot him. It's going to depend on the spot. It looked like he had enough. Yep, that'll be first down for the Tigers. 1st and 10. Ball is placed at the Wagoner 48-yard line. Let's say 48.
boy, it looked like they had him before the line.
Yeah.
Before the first down wrapped up, but then.
And then he found a way to kind of stretch out a little bit.
Yep.
So they're in that exact same formation. So maybe watch a play action here. Oh, GT pull. And he has a lot of blockers out there, and he's making advantage of it.
He's still going.
He's finally drug out by Coco Moore, but not until after picking up about 20 yards on that play.
Yeah.
They finally drag him out at the 22-yard line.
Dang it.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
Right, can't get off the field on that 4th down there, and then it goes for a 20-yard play the next one.
Yep.
So same exact formation. They're going to go left here. They hand it off to Brock Hillman. He finds space out there.
Golly.
The Bulldogs wanted a hold, but it doesn't matter. He's still going. He's still churning those legs and getting a touchdown. Boy, howdy.
That was a tough run.
That is. Bulldogs wanted a hold out here in the backfield, really, out here on the left, where he turned that corner. Ref didn't agree, so no flag there. And boy, he ran through probably 3 or 4 tackles down there by the goal line.
That was a tough run.
Yeah. Telling you, this is a tough team.
Yeah.
It's up and it's good. So that'll bring your total to Coweta 21, Wagoner 0. We're still in the first quarter with 1:55 left to go. Yeah, so that Brock Hillman, the running back for the Tigers, both rushing and receiving combined for almost 1,700 yards last year and 15 total touchdowns. So,
wow.
Yeah, he's shown that he can go, and he's showing it tonight.
Yeah. I mean, if you're looking for a silver lining as a Wagoner fan, defense looked better.
Yeah.
That possession held them to a 4th down, but I mean, in the end, it doesn't really.
Right.
They got points on the board.
Yep.
Speaking of the board, fix that.
All right, the Tigers are going to kick off again to the Bulldogs. Let's see what this offense can do. Still no. Yeah, we've just had the 2 possessions. Yeah. This time it'll go to Zion Corey again. See what he can do with it. He got a clean catch this time, and he's tripped up after just a few yards, and there's a Coweta helmet rolling around out there. Looks like they're going to spot the ball at the 17-yard line here, the Wagoner 17, so they've got a ways. They got 83 yards to find pay dirt.
Just start with 10.
Uh-oh, somebody is down on their hands and knees for that Coweta defense. That seems like a delayed holding his knee. That's no good. Not a good look.
No, it's not. This might be bad.
Yeah, a lot of these guys, or no, I shouldn't say a lot, most of these guys, they really want to be out there and play. And so whenever there's a delayed response like that, he's trying to walk it off, whatever it is.
Yeah, and then you can't.
And then you get down on your hands and knees. That's generally a sign that not good things happened. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully it's just a stinger or whatever.
I'm trying to see a number, but I can't make it out.
Yeah. Yeah, so in this rivalry here, they had a short hiatus, and I don't remember exactly. Maybe the chat can help me with this, but I think it was about 5 or 6 years that they didn't play. And then they picked up the rivalry back up in 2010. Since then, Wagoner has led this series 12-4 in the record of the last 16 years. But as I mentioned, Coweta has won 3 of the last 5. And I think a lot of the credit has to go to this head coach. He's been there this is his 8th year now, and he's found success wherever he's went.
Okay.
He's been primarily or maybe exclusively in Arkansas until now. I know one of the places was at Mena, Arkansas. And he's built 2 different programs up and made state tournament game or state title games at each school.
Yeah. So. The injured player looks like it was number 9, junior James Hale. So hope he's okay.
Absolutely. Coco Moore's going to take it right up the middle, and he's spotted about 2 yards from where the line of scrimmage was. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8. Ball is at the 20-yard line.
Two-yard gain, 2nd down, 8 at the 20.
Minute and 20 seconds left. The first quarter.
All right. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. He looked for the screen. He's going to run it himself for a gain of about 5 there, getting down to the 25-yard line. This is bringing up about 3rd and 3. He even cocked his arm back like he was going to throw it out there. I don't know if that was just him faking it still, or if there was just a little bit of communication out there and just decided to tuck it and run.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 4, Jonas Smith comes into the game. So 3rd and 3. Let's see what the Bulldogs can do to get off this field.
It's manageable.
Or not off this field, but they want to stay on the field this time. Sorry. Okay, got a tight formation here. And there's going to be a timeout called for the Bulldogs. Second timeout here in the first quarter for the Bulldogs. It was a reoccurring theme last year, right? We spend every single timeout. Some coaches say that it's not very wise if you don't spend those timeouts.
Sure.
They're giving them to you. Why not take them?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And especially if things aren't going in your favor, right?
Right.
Maybe if it's a 50-point game, either up or down, maybe you have some justification not to use those, but otherwise you really should. Make sure you guys are on the same page.
This is one of the biggest opportunities so far for
the
the Bulldogs offense.
It is. Got 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. Bulldogs are trying to find some answer. All right, they come out in the exact same formation, so there's just some miscommunication on getting lined up right. Coco Moore's going to drop back. He looks for Prince Austin. He catches it.
First down.
They're going to mark him for a first down. Yep, yard passed. Good play there.
That was a nice little play.
Yeah, first down for the Bulldogs here. And that, no, he ran out, so the clock stopped temporarily until the chains get there. So they might get one more play off for this quarter. Yeah, speaking of a Swiss Army knife, Prince Austin there.
Yeah.
And like I said, we saw glimpses of that last year in those 3 games that he did play. So hopefully he can stay out there a little bit more this season.
Another phenomenal kid.
Yes, absolutely. Empty backfield, Prince Austin in motion. He fakes it, and Coco Moore's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and maybe even a yard back. So that will bring up 2nd and 11. Ball is placed at the Wagoner 28-yard line. And that's going to bring us to the conclusion of the first quarter in there. They're just going to let this time run out and regroup here. So your first quarter score is Coweta 21, Wagoner 0.
Well, we've seen Wagoner. They started off, about as bad as you can.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we've seen them get better throughout the quarter. So, like I said, if you're looking for a silver lining, there's that.
Yep.
But in a rivalry game like this,
yeah, it's never fun to have to look for silver linings against
exactly
your county rival.
Yeah, it hurts.
It does. Boys will switch ends of the field here. Yeah, and I mean, and again, not the conversation you want to be having at this point. But remember, the first 3 games are non-district play. The first 3 games have no bearing on your playoff seeding.
Sure.
Right. You got to get in the top 4 in your district to get into the playoffs, and this is not a district game. In fact, all 3 of our non-district games are against 5A schools.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, these are just for fun.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, we'll say that. That Coweta sideline is, or not sideline, the Coweta stands are pretty packed in there.
Yeah, they are.
Look like a big old can of sardines. The Wagoner crowd's a little thin, comparatively. Coco Moore's going to drop back to pass. He finds Prince Austin over at the line of scrimmage. And actually not even to the line of scrimmage. There's a gang tackle of Tigers out there. Boy, it looks like it's going to be a loss of about 4 on that one.
Made the catch, but
He did make the catch.
paid for it.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to just bat those things down. Now, obviously, your eyes are fixated on the ball coming at you, not
Right.
what's up the field.
Right.
So 3rd and 15 here for the Bulldogs. Now, these are the situations you do not want to get in as a Bulldog without your starting quarterback available.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, Elijah Love is at the top of your screen. We haven't seen him get a target yet, I don't believe.
I think you're right.
So I would assume that's coming in any second. 3 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. They're in shotgun with Prince Austin in the backfield. Whistles are being blown. And I believe they got was that a delay of game? I didn't
Not
see
sure what that was.
I didn't see the motion and the hand signal. Nobody was in motion. So it
No.
would have had to be that was a quick 25 if that's the case. All right, we'll try it again. Same exact formation, 3 trips. Trips at the top of your screen. Prince Austin in the backfield. Another whistle.
Looks like the refs are going to have a meeting.
There's no flag. The ref just kind of blew the play dead for some reason.
They're having to do some explaining to Coach Gilbert.
That'd be kind of a nerve-wracking situation to have to go tell Coach Gilbert what's what.
Right.
He's not a little fella.
No, he's not.
Yeah, I don't know what this is. Both teams are at the sideline with the water break, so I don't know.
Doesn't look like anybody used a timeout.
No. Yeah, there was no signal. Whenever the refs were coming to meet, it looked like the head official was pointing back to the secondary, like to the safeties or something, but I don't know what that was about.
Some of the Coweta players just tried to take the field, and the referee on the sideline didn't let them do it, so I don't...
You know what I wonder? If this is a hydration break. Which is weird because we just came out of the second quarter, or out of the first quarter.
The refs, I think, are a little too confused to... Yeah, those refs are in a deep conversation right now.
There's some philosophical thought happening out there,
Yeah.
I'm sure. The refs, looks like they're going to take their position like nothing happened.
Whatever it was some complex stuff.
Yeah. Boy, they have 3 refs going over to the Coweta sideline to explain what this is all about. Interesting. Okay. All right. Bulldogs come out with the exact same formation again, 3rd time in a row now. So 3 receivers at the top of your screen, 1 at the bottom, Coco and Prince in the backfield. Coweta only rushes 4. They got a complete pass out to number 8, Mark Goins. And he'd kind of pick up about 4 there. So this is going to bring up 4th and about 15 at this point. You would expect a punt here. This would be bad field position to give that ball away.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a rough possession.
It was.
Ball spotted at the 24-yard line. In apparent punt formation, number 13, Elijah Lug.
Boy, they got 1 second. Yeah. Boy, they barely got that ball off just to punt the football. So, again, they drop 2 to receive this. Number 3 is going to take it. He stiff arms 1. He fakes another. He has blockers, but there's about 4 flags out on the field, so we'll see what that is.
That was an entertaining return.
It was. It was. All 7 yards.
Ultimately brought down by number 9, Brody Good.
And Brody Good with the tackle. Brody Good, another fantastic kid.
There you go.
I mean, Wagner's full of those for sure.
Looks like a block in the back on the Tigers there. So that's going to back them up. I don't know if that's from the spot of the foul or at the end of the play. I assume spot of the foul.
Or blocking it back.
Yeah, back them up about 10 yards from it.
Looks like the field lights just came on.
Yeah, it has been a long summer waiting for football season to start.
Brutal.
Man. I was about ready to go watch some middle school football the other night. All right. Coweta's on the field. They got 2 running backs in the backfield, 2 receivers out wide. They're going to snap it and hand it off the middle to Brock Hillman. He bounces. So he runs for about 5, bounces off of a group of defenders, and then gains another about 2. So a gain of about 6, it looks like, or a gain of about 7 there. So 2nd and 3. Gonna hand that one off right up the middle again to Brock Hillman. He fights through arm tackles.
My goodness.
And he's finally drugged down by Zion Corey, but not until he's 15 yards up the field. So ball spotted on the Wagner 31. Coweta's marching again.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Absolutely,
If you're Coweta,
yeah.
just hand it to that kid
Yep.
over and over again.
First down yardage to the 31, Wagner.
Boy, both those backs look pretty stout. Gonna hand it off to number 4 this time, and that's blown dead. There's a flag. False start on the offense. So number 4 for the Tigers is Wesley Thomas, a sophomore. So they're starting to get some young experience in there, right? Getting these guys ready for whenever it's their turn.
I'd be curious to know, and maybe somebody in the chat could help me out with this, but that Brock Hillman, he's a senior. I wonder if he's planning on playing college football or...
Yeah, you would think so. After such a big junior year,
Yeah.
right? And then, I mean, obviously the showing tonight is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
All right. So single backfield, or single back in the backfield. Legend Ellis is going to keep it himself.
Wow.
And he just follows blockers.
Yeah.
Right?
He was walking.
Their offensive line and their receivers block so well.
Yeah.
It just seems like everything is working, right? There's no busted assignments out there for the Tigers.
Yeah.
This is a well-coached football team.
Oh, yeah. And he wasn't doing much more than walking, too.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
Holding on to his offensive lineman's back and just kind of going where he guided him. So, again, whistle's blown here, and we have a stoppage in time, and I don't really see why. Looks like they're talking in the headsets to the men upstairs. And they're going to go to the sidelines again.
They had Dustin Fleming coming out there to let him know what was up.
Hey,
Must be really important.
Dustin Fleming can cause a scene. Just ask Broken Bow last year. There was a whole situation with that last year. Boy, I don't know what's going on. Again, no timeout, no flags. They're talking pretty seriously to the coaches upstairs. It looked like through the headsets. So
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Right. Hope they weren't talking to us.
Oof, they wouldn't get no answers out of us. That's for sure. All right. Coweta Tigers is going to take the field again. Second and about 3 here. Ball is placed at the 24-yard line. They're going to drop back to pass. They find a slant over the middle, but the misconnection there. Threw it a little behind him. Legend Ellis on the throw. Number 1, Noah Finley on the attempted reception, who was actually their leading receiver last year as well.
Okay. There's a question in the chat asking what number Gavin Edward is, and it looks like he's number 2.
This one might be a false start. Yeah, false start on Coweta. They're going to back up 5. So instead of 3rd and 3 on a almost surefire down for them, it's going to back them up to about 3rd and 8. Looks like Coweta Tigers are going to call a timeout here and try to figure out what they want to do on this 3rd and 8. Do you air it out? I mean, it's a pretty big kick for a high school kid. I mean, you're looking about 46 yards from where you're currently at.
Yeah.
Or do you run it up the middle and try to get as much as you can, try to get that closer to about 40 yards?
I mean, we don't have stats in front of us, but I'd bet number 2 is averaging pretty close to 8 yards a carry.
I bet you're right. Coweta offense is going to take the field. Wagoner defense is a little bit slower, trying to figure out exactly what they want to do to defend this. Looks like they got a tight end, 3 receivers, and a running back, so could do just about anything on this one. They're in shotgun.
Uh-oh.
Well, boy.
I'm so
Okay, so he tries to draw him offside. No flag ever came out, though,
No.
by the way.
Right.
So he does draw the defender offside. All the refs just kind of stand up and look at each other. No flags come out, and then they walk him 5 yards up. So very interesting. So same formation here. Now it's 3rd and 3 again, so we'll see if they just run this right up the middle. They hand it to Brock Hillman. Not only is he going to get those 3, but he's going to get all 24 of them for a touchdown.
Untouched.
Yep. Boy, everything is going right for the Coweta Tigers tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. But again, that that Brock Hillman is an animal.
Yeah. Yeah, he's solid.
But like I said, he was untouched there. I mean,
Yeah.
It's not just him.
Yep.
He's getting all the blocks he needs. And
Well, I mean, as you mentioned just a few plays ago, right? The quarterback, when his designed run right up the middle, was not much more than a walk.
Yeah.
I mean, it was probably. I know it was slower than those like marathon walkers, right? In the
Yeah.
Olympics,
Yeah.
the ones that are just going crazy.
yeah,
No, I know it was slower than
Yeah.
that. I know it was.
yeah, he was. I mean, it was a stroll.
Yep. All right, so that'll bring your total to Coweta 28, Wagoner 0 here in the second quarter with 8:57 left. So long time before boys get a break at halftime. I like that.
I don't like that though.
That get dark.
So we dimmed the lights in here, and our computer dimmed all the way down. It looked like it was off from where I could see it.
I'm not sure why that.
But we figured it out, so I'm glad you guys are still with us.
Not sure why that feature's there.
All right, Coweta's going to kick this deep. It lands in the end zone, so that'll come back out to the 20, I believe. I don't think they go out to the 25. I think they just come out to the 20. I imagine that. Oh, no, I thought I was wrong. Okay. Well, let's imagine that I'm wrong, but I was actually right for once.
Wow.
Yeah. So everybody give me a round of applause, please. Yeah, and Coweta defense is out there. They're ready. Wagoner Bulldogs going to take their time getting out there and trying to find something that works.
Got a text message from the one and only Ryan Murphy.
Okay.
Said that number 2 Hellman is probably a better wrestler than a football player.
Boy.
So, it's saying a lot.
Number 14, Prince Austin finds space out wide.
There he is.
There you go, Prince.
And there's that
Get
run
up
you're
the
talking
field,
about. When
yep.
you can get Prince Austin to the outside, he is deadly.
Yes, he is. His cutback is so quick. So he picks up a gain of 20 on that play.
There you go.
That's the biggest play of the night for the Bulldogs.
By a lot, right?
By a lot.
Prince Austin's my TA first hour this year, so
No kidding.
yep. Couldn't ask for a better one.
Oh, yeah. Great kid. Sister's a great kid, too. All right, got a man in motion. Going to fake the handoff. Coco Moore's going to call his own right up the middle. He's met there, but he breaks one,
Wow.
and he drags a handful of Tigers.
About all of them.
Yep. Looks like he's going to pick up about 4 on this. 4.5. Looks like officially 4. Nope, sorry, officially 5. They keep changing their mind over there. So pick up a 5 there. So again, great run.
8.5 minutes left in this quarter.
Hey, if we can go down and get points on the board, right, that would be pretty crucial.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you get a touchdown and you're back in it.
Right. All right, going with that tight formation here. Looks like he was trying to get somebody in motion. Nobody goes into motion. And Wagner's going to call their third and final timeout of the half with, would you say, 8 minutes left? Yeah. So no timeouts to go for the rest of the half. Coaches are pretty upset with it. It looked like Coco Moore was trying to signal somebody into motion. Nobody moved. So some miscommunication out there forced the timeout. And those are the things you're going to get here in week 1.
Sure. Week 0.
Week 0, right. Without having your veteran quarterback in the game. And that's no offense, obviously, to Coco. But these guys aren't used to him. He's not used to this situation.
Right.
And so just learning these, right, there's going to be some growing pains.
Well, and these were the growing pains we saw last year with Keyshawn, at the beginning of the year. I mean, that's just what happens with the, new system, new quarterback.
Yep. All right, so it looks like the Bulldogs like the play that they had drawn up, so they're going to be in the exact same formation. We'll see. He's going to snap. He's looking to throw. He has a man out there. That's Jonah Smith.
What a catch.
He calls it incomplete.
Oh,
He says he was out of bounds. Wow. Don't get a penalty.
Heck of a catch.
Don't get a penalty. Boy.
That's tough.
That is.
Obviously, our view up here isn't the best to know whether he was in or out, but my gosh, spectacular catch.
My. Yeah, Wagner fans, Wagner coaches, Wagner players aren't happy about that decision.
No.
But you got to keep playing. You got 3rd and 5. You're still in a good situation.
Yeah.
Right. You're not backed up to 3rd and 15 like you were last time, or 3rd and 20.
Good point.
So you still got to come out here and play.
The refs are.
They're meeting again. Wagner doesn't have any timeout, so it's not going to be a Wagner timeout. But they're meeting on the Wagner sideline. And nothing.
Okay.
Interesting stuff here. All right. So, empty backfield. Looks like Prince Austin's in motion along this line of scrimmage. Throws a little high for Mark Goins to pull down, and he is hit pretty hard on that attempt. So, ball sails on him a little bit. They are at their own 45, and it looks like the punt unit's coming out.
Man, had a great play, almost.
Yeah.
Almost a fantastic play.
Yep.
But he was ruled out of bounds on the catch.
Yeah, and that was, boy, 20, 25 yards up the field, too.
Yeah. Yeah, Jonas Smith with the amazing catch. But
Oh, he fields that, and maybe that wasn't wise. He's hit immediately by about 5 Bulldogs there, and he gets up fine, which is good, of course. All right, so looks like Coweta's going to take over at the Coweta 28-yard line. Be 1st and 10 here in the second quarter with 7 minutes and 40 seconds left. Boy, that was a long 20 seconds.
yeah. Yeah. Somebody in the chat asked who's doing the announcing. I'm Jordan Hurst, and I have my brother Joshua Hurst with me doing the play-by-play. He's an alumni here, graduated 2012. I am a teacher here. I teach English, 9th and 10th grade English at the high school.
At the Tiger 28 first down.
All right, Coweta comes out in shotgun with a single back. 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom, and it looks like a tight end. Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and he's tackled in the backfield by Elijah Love there for a loss of 1 or 2.
There you go.
Wagoner tackler number 13, Elijah Love.
Okay, ball's placed at the 27, so a loss of 1 officially. Same exact formation for the Tigers. Generally, what seems to be happening is whatever formation they come out in, they just stay in that the whole time.
A little pressure.
Yep, he has pressure. He throws it, tries to get it over the top, but lets it sail on him. And there is a flag at the very back of the play. It came up toward about the linebacker level. Boy, I'm interested. I didn't see his motions, but I saw it was like blocking the back or something. No, that's not blocking the back. I don't know what that is.
It was on Coweta, I know that much.
Oh, pass interference. What am I thinking? That's offensive pass interference.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
Hey, we'll take just about anything right now. Chain gang over there doing down and backs up the sideline. He was already beating him down there and then had to come back and then walked with him down. So,
Boy better be in shape.
right. All right, so this will bring up 2nd and wow. Same formation. 2 receivers at the top, tight end to the right.
2nd down and right.
Oh, and that's going to be a false start. Back him up another 5. A little miscommunication there. Their receivers were trying to get lined up correctly, and then a guard jumped off. So, all right, 2nd and longer. Ball is placed at the looks like 9-yard line. So, hey, this is an opportunity for the Bulldog defense to get off the field for the first time tonight.
Would you say 2nd, Shoto?
That's pretty darn close. All right. Drops back to pass. He's standing in the end zone. Those to Brock Hillman. He stiffs arms, but he is drugged down. Oh. Tackled by number 10. Who is that? DeAndre Wilson?
Junior DeAndre Wilson?
Yeah. Good tackle there.
That was great tackle.
He was the one that was getting stiff arm, but still held on and drug him down. That's a tough one to hold on to. All right. So ball is placed at the Coweta 13-yard line, so pick up about 4 there. He's going to draw back to pass again. Rolling right. He throws deep. And it's out of bounds. No catch. Boy, they're taking a shot, though. We'll see if they do it again here. Oh, no, sorry. This is 4th down. Yep. So here comes the punt unit. This is the first time Wagner got a stop, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I mean, hey, look where Coweta ended up.
yeah.
So a lot of that was their fault, but Wagner taking advantage of the situation.
Absolutely.
Prince Austin back to return.
Yeah, the punter is standing on the 1 yard line here. So this could get interesting if they bring pressure. And they do. Ooh, he got it off just in time, but lands at the 40 and rolls. And boy, it's a favorable roll.
Yeah, it is.
Rolls for about 13 yards there. Ball will be placed at the Wagner 47. So we're still in the second quarter here. 5:57 left to go before halftime. Wagner's taking the ball at the 47 after not having a bad drive last time, and the time before that a decent drive. But they need more. They need more than what they've seen so far.
Yeah. But again, coming off your best defensive drive, see what you can do on offense now.
Mm-hmm.
You can build off of that momentum a little bit.
All right, empty backfield. Coco's back there by himself. Now, that doesn't mean it's not going to be run. That boy can go.
Yeah,
so.
he can. Prince in motion.
Throws it to him out there wide, about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and just gets nothing. He's caught about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. So they'll back him up to the 43-yard line. So loss of 4 officially. Still haven't seen Elijah Love get a target, right?
I think you're right.
Zion Corey in motion. They hand it off to him. And he's met back at the line of scrimmage. So, gain of 0. It's going to be 3rd and 12, it looks like. It looks like they gave him a yard, actually. 3rd and 12. So you have a screen pass behind the line of scrimmage. Then you have a sweep out right. And now you're 2 yards from where you started. And now you have to air it out a little bit, you would think. Again, not the situation you want to be in. Almost got him offside. Throw another little screen pass out to Prince Austin. He's tackled at the original line of scrimmage, so he pick up of 2 there, but there is a flag, and I don't know. Looked like they're signaling face mask, but on who? Face mask on Coweta.
Okay.
So I believe that's an automatic first. Wait a minute. Okay, all right. Oh boy, took off into the Wagner backfield like he was going to march them back. But the head official corrected the error, so we're all good. 1st and 10. Ball is placed at the Coweta 38 this time. Best field position that Wagner's seen.
Yeah. See what they can do. Take advantage, get a little momentum going into halftime.
5 minutes left. All right. Coco's joined by, looks like Prince Austin back in the backfield. Elijah Love's in motion. They hand it off to him. He's looking to throw this thing. He throws it short.
It's intercepted.
Did he catch it? Yep, he sure
so,
did.
yeah.
Interception. Just short-armed it a little bit. So for the first touch of the night, they have Elijah Love throwing a pass deep on 1st and 10.
Ouch.
Yeah, not what you want there. Coweta offense will retake the field. Here comes that Wagner defense. Looking for an answer like they had last time. This is about the same starting position Coweta had and ended up making them punt from the 12-yard line. So same formation for the Tigers as last drive as well. 2 receivers at the top of your screen, 1 at the bottom, and the tight end. Hand it off to Brock Hillman right up the middle. There is a flag at the bottom of your screen. Brock Hillman's going to take this all the way. Maybe Elijah Love is close.
Grabbed him by the horse collar.
Grabbed him by the horse collar. So that's either going to be a really big play or a replay of down.
Yeah.
If the original flag out here at the line of scrimmage, okay. So the line judge down here at the line of scrimmage said false start on Coweta, but then did they throw the flag at the bottom?
No, I never saw the flag.
Boy, Wagoner would have gotten away with one if they didn't throw that flag.
Yeah, they didn't throw it.
Because you're right, he grabbed him straight up by the horse collar.
Yep.
So instead of being all the way down to I don't even know where he landed. I can't see it in that corner, but the 10-ish yard, yeah. Now they're going to back up to their own 15.
Yeah, a bit of a difference there.
That is. Boy, if Coweta wasn't in such control of this game, that sideline or that stand over there would be shaking.
Yeah.
I can promise.
In the end, it didn't really matter, but give Elijah Love credit for getting there.
Absolutely. Well, and the type of kid Elijah Love is, right? He just threw the pick, and I know he blames himself on that. Well, whatever the situation was, he's going to go make up for his mistake.
Sure.
All right, they're in shotgun. Fake it to Brock Hillman. They throw the screen pass out to number 1. He finds space, a lot of it. Boy, he gets all the way down to about the 49-yard line, his own 49. That was number 1, Noah Finley, their leading receiver from a year ago.
Well, like you said earlier, it's not just their linemen that block well. The receivers block well out there on the screens and everything.
Well, even on that first play of the game where they did the reverse, right? It was the quarterback out there as the lead blocker.
Yeah.
This is a tough football team that they have over in Coweta.
Yeah.
And like I said, all credit goes to the coach for getting them into this situation and prepared and just buying into that system. You can tell they've really bought in together.
Yeah.
Carson Klinger on the tackle there. Pickup of about 2, so we're looking at about 2nd and 8 here. Gonna drop back to pass. Finds number 0, it looks like. He stiff arms the defender down to the ground, but he is drug at the same time. That's enough for a first down. And he got that all the way down to the 32, so pick up a 17 on that play.
Was a good open field tackle there by Brody Good.
Wide receiver is number 0, Cooper Hahn, I believe, senior for the Tigers. All right. Legend Ellis is in shotgun with Brock Hillman in the backfield with him. He drops back to pass this thing. He finds one. He catches it. That's Noah Finley. Wow. He breaks through arm tackles. And he's going to pick up about 20 on that one as well.
Wow. Had him wrapped up, and he somehow just, still bounced out to the outside there.
There are 3 big plays on this drive alone. Has been a screen pass, a curl, and a curl.
Yeah.
It's just not wrapping up, not driving through not driving through the ball, right? Brock Hillman with the handoff up the middle to the left, and he just bounces off of players and just drives his way into the end zone for another touchdown.
Wow.
Boy, if he's a better wrestler than he is a football player, that's saying something. On that, I'm curious to see what he decides to do, right? Is the wrestling scholarship good enough to outweigh a football scholarship, right? Or what are his options, obviously?
Right.
That'd be interesting. Kick is up. And it's good. So that brings us Coweta 35, Wagoner 0, with 2:41 left here in the first half. Student section has flags for the Coweta sideline, and they're running it over there. All right, both special team units are on the field. Coweta will kick this thing off to the Bulldogs. Kicks it deep. And that will go to the end zone. Lands in the end zone. Rolls out the back. So that'll bring the ball out to the 20. There is a flag after the play. Don't know what that is. I'm sure they'll tell us.
The activity was extracurricular at the 35.
So whatever it was against Wagoner.
I don't think they ever signaled for us. Yep. 10-yard penalty places first and 10 at the 10. So got a bit of a hole to dig out of in 2 minutes and 41 seconds before halftime. A lot of penalties tonight.
Yeah.
What we saw a year ago.
Yep.
Can't repeat that, right? You got to get better.
Cannot.
Hand the ball off right up the middle.
Oh,
that's a face mask.
I hope he's okay. That was a tough.
He
jerked his head pretty hard.
He did.
Boys are going to pull him up regardless.
Yeah, that was Prince Austin right up the middle. He
Yeah.
picked up about 8 or 9 regardless.
Yeah.
And
Quickly.
Then, that was a quick run.
Explosive.
He looks like he's okay.
Yeah.
I hope.
The tackler, number 36, Ruger Pearl.
Well, you know it's a big penalty when the ref takes off jogging at some point during that hike to the next spot of the ball. So 15-yard penalty there. So that brings it all the way out to the 33, it looks like. The Wagoner 33, that is. So pickup of 23 yards with the run and the penalty.
Okay. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left in the second quarter.
Gotta go. Have one in motion. Gonna hand the ball off to Prince Austin out wide right. He breaks 2 tackles and finally drug out of bounds, but not till I think he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard lost there.
And number 14, Prince Austin. Stopped by number 11, Hudson.
I don't think we've seen any other running backs besides Prince Austin in the game so far, have we?
We have not. And, coming into this game, that's what I was really curious about is what running backs would we see?
Yep.
We saw a handful of them a year ago whenever Stevie Brown went down.
Yep.
Now, Coco Moore was one of those.
Right.
So we'll see if we see any others for the night. Prince Austin's been very serviceable, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
But I would like to see some others as well. Let's get some experience. Coco takes it himself right up the middle, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 10.
Quarterback keeper Colin Moore back to the line of scrimmage.
There's a whole lot of whistles being blown and hands waving. Looks like Coweta's going to spin a timeout with 2 minutes and 13 seconds left. So maybe they were concerned of Wagoner trying to run this clock down as much as they can and, I don't know, run it up the middle. I'm not sure.
Right.
So that it looks like they want the ball back. Looks like they're not satisfied with a 35-0 halftime lead.
Still have one timeout to burn after this, so.
Wagoner is out of timeouts,
Yeah.
so if they do pick up this first, you might see a hurry-up offense and get in that 2-minute drill.
Yeah.
All right. Wagoner comes out in shotgun. 2 receivers at the top, 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen. No tight end. Prince Austin in the backfield. They snap, and he dropped back to look for the pass. He throws deep
Big one.
to Elijah Love. Falls through his hands. No good. Not incomplete. So it's going to bring up 4th and 10. Clock is stopped as well. So Coweta's not going to have to spend that time out here at least. And there is 2 minutes and 5 seconds left here before halftime.
Looked to me like that was a really good throw.
It was.
It looks like Elijah had a chance to catch it, but just couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, a little muddy with hands, right?
Yeah.
Had two guys on him, and so he was fighting for vision through hands.
Right.
Yeah, just slipped right through his hands. Yeah, it was a great back shoulder throw, and put him in a good spot, but couldn't come down with it. Elijah's going to punt this thing, and it is high. And a fair catch. This one, it
Yeah, he
bounces off
bobbled
of him. He might have recovered it, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah. Yep, he did. So, Coweta ball. Ball is going to be placed at the 41, it looks like. That's the Coweta 41.
At number 19, Everett Prugert almost got to the ball on the ground. Looks like he might have caused that initial fumble. And I've seen him make some plays tonight.
Yeah, he has. He has. Coweta offense is out there. They're waiting. They're ready to go. 1st and 10. Ball is at the Coweta 41.
First down at the 41, Tigers.
Kind of taking himself. Fake handoff to Brock Hillman. He gets past one, bounces off of it. Has blockers out there, and Jonas Smith is going to drag him out of bounds. And there is some late activity here. Don't want to see anything thrown.
Quarterback legend Ellis, the ball carrier.
All right. No penalties, so that's the only positive out of that play if you're a Wagoner fan.
Yeah.
Because he does pick up 11 in a first down. And he stops the clock by going out of bounds with 1:43 left, and they still have that one timeout. Off of a run play, by the way. A quarterback run.
Yeah.
Carries at the 46 of the Bulldogs. 1:43 remaining in the first half.
Yeah, they're in their 2-minute offense. They're going. Two receivers at the bottom with a tight end shifted this way. He's going to drop back to pass this thing. He throws it deep. Incomplete. There is a flag down here at the line of scrimmage that came out as the ball was in the air. So, again, don't know. Illegal touching, I believe is what that is.
Pass was
That-
intended for
I don't
number
know.
81, Braden Dodds.
Yep, so I'll back them up 5. They'll bring up 2nd down, so that is a loss of downs and a loss of 5. Sorry, no, they put it back to 1st down. It's not a loss of downs. So 1st and 15 from the Coweta 49.
Five-yard penalty puts the ball on the Tiger side of the field.
All right, Quid comes out in shotgun. Brock Hillman in the backfield. Got Noah Finley in motion. They're going to give it to him. He's going to find that edge with blockers. Got to make one man miss. And Zion Corey's going to shove him out of bounds. Again, not till 20 yards down the field. 5 yards past the 1st down marker.
That kid's pretty speedy.
He is. Boy, howdy. So ball is placed at the Wagoner 32 now. The clock is stopped because he ran out of bounds with 1:30 left, and they still have that one timeout. Bulldogs need to stop here. You can't let them score in this one. It's more of a pride thing than it is an outcome thing, right? They throw a screen pass to Brock Hillman. He has blockers, and he's tough.
Wow.
So he gets all the way down to about the 7-yard line, using blockers, making guys miss, just down, fighting through arm tackles. That's a tough one. 1st and goal.
So at this point, I mean, where they're at on the field, that's plenty of time.
Yeah,
And they still have a timeout. So
right. Yeah, 1:10 and counting. Ball is placed at the 9, 1st and goal.
They look completely interested.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Hand it off up the middle to Brock Hillman, and bounces off tacklers for yet another touchdown. So 9-yard touchdown, run right up the middle. That's the thing about that drive is, I mean, sure, they threw it a couple of times, but nothing that was completed way downfield, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything that all their big plays were a quarterback run, a handoff up the middle, a jet sweep out to the right.
Yep.
Literally everything was handed off in the backfield.
Yep.
or just taken from the backfield. Nothing was thrown downfield, and they marched 59 yards in just over a minute. Didn't spend their time out. So that's game management at its finest there.
Yeah.
Kick is up and good. That will bring your total to 42-0. Coweta leads this thing, and they're in control. There are 56 seconds left here before halftime. Yeah, I mean, Coweta knows who they are, and they're going to go play their game.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's going to be a running theme for them this year,
Yeah.
right? Is I don't care who you are lined up across from me. We know who we are, and we're going to go do what we do.
Yeah. We're going to play Coweta football no matter what, no matter who we're playing.
Yep.
Well, I mean, if you're good at it.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I think the most impressive thing about tonight is just how well they block. I mean,
Yep.
and like we've mentioned, every position is blocking. Okay, this one is caught in the end zone. This
Prince Austin.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking it was. He's going to bring this thing all the way out to the 24.
Kick returned by number 14, Austin.
So showing some sign of fight, at least.
Yeah.
There are only 50 seconds left for this half. We'll see what the game plan is. Do they just run the timeout and get out of here and try to get to the locker room, or are they going to try to take a shot at this thing?
Mm-hmm. One thing you don't want to do is get off the field quickly.
Yeah, or turnover, or,
Yeah.
whatever. Because I don't think Coweta would be the team to just take a knee right now.
No.
We're going to run this thing right up the middle of Coco. Picks up a couple.
Quarterback Colin Moore up the middle for a couple of yards.
Pick up a 2 officially. 2nd and 8. Ball is placed at the 26-yard line. 25 seconds and counting. There are 18 seconds on the play clock, so they will have to snap this thing one more time to get out of here. Hand off to Prince Austin. To the right, he
There
finds
he is.
space. He loves that run. He's
Yes, he
ran out of
does.
bounds.
He's good at it.
But there are zeros on the clock, so that will take us to halftime. So at halftime, your score is Coweta 42, Wagoner 0. There is laundry on the field down here where the play ended, so I'm curious. Something, I didn't see the hand motion, but something on Coweta. I'm assuming they're just going to decline this and get to the locker room. Didn't look like they're any interested in taking a shot.
Right.
They're
They're
going to
call-
accept this. It was a 10-yard penalty. So
Okay.
whatever it was a personal foul.
Major penalty against Coweta. We presume they hit out of bounds.
So they accept the penalty, but they're still going to like not to play this thing out, and they're going to go to the locker room.
Okay.
Okay, so officially, at halftime, your score is 42-0. Coweta's in firm control of this game. Need Wagoner to come out and show something in the second half.
Some sort of life, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Prince Austin's made a few good plays.
Yeah,
You obviously can't blame him.
no,
But, like you said, got to show life on both sides of the ball. I mean, 42-0 at halftime. There's a lot of work to be done everywhere. So
right. And I mean, you would expect to see some different units from the Coweta side.
Yeah.
A lot in the
Yeah.
second half. I mean, again, this is the Wagoner County War, and there's not much love between these two towns.
Sure.
At least the high schools, right, or on the football field.
Sure.
But they have a huge game next week against Pryor.
Okay.
who is good.
Yeah.
So they'll want to get prepared for that and make sure they don't come out of here with any injuries, or maybe any more injuries, because we have seen a few tonight.
Yeah.
So, all right. We'll call that a half, and
Yeah.
we'll come rejoin you guys for the second half.
We're going to do our best to keep the band on the screen, and hopefully the sound quality will be decent. We do have a microphone outside, so
Yeah, I'll turn it up a little bit for you guys. We apologize for any language you may or may not hear.
We collected a significant
All right.
amount of non-perishable
Thank you, guys.
food items that will go directly to our local food pantries to help families in need.
Thank you for proving that when it comes to supporting our neighbors, our communities always win. That is bank first. Our thanks to you. And we're still looking forward to bowling after the game from 10 to midnight this evening at Bulldog Lanes. And from Sunday afternoon from 5 to 9 for just $15 a person then. Bulldog Lanes. All right, this is a 50-50 ticket. This drawing supports drug-free, alcohol-free Wagoner High School graduation 2027. Could it be 2027? It's purple, red, turquoise, something like that. But your ticket, if it is number 90005-001, $384 to the good tonight. That is $384 to ticket number 90005-001. Two spectacular ladies are ready to give you $384 if you have that winning ticket number. That will be down just inside the home side of the field ticket booth. Ladies and gentlemen, now on the field for your halftime entertainment, the Wagoner High School Bulldog Marching Band. Tonight's halftime performance is brought to you by Rogers Drug and Row Insurance. The band is under the direction of Head Director Kate Aldridge, Assistant Director Caitlin Duncan, Percussion Instructor Bradley McCone, and Color Guard Instructor Dustin Wilkerson. The band is under the field direction of Drum Major Zoe Aldridge. The Bulldog Band is pleased to feature senior flute soloist Brianna Garner and senior trumpet soloist Waylon Greer. Tonight the Bulldog Band performs its 2026 show, Dreams and Nightmares. Music arranged by Luke McMillan. Drum Major, is your band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the Wagoner High School Bulldog Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, our thanks to the Wagoner High School Bulldog Marching Band.
She didn't put exactly what she just said. I knew she was.
Back on the field are visitors and friends from the West, the Coweta Tigers. And back on the field, your Wagoner Bulldogs. We have another offending vehicle and driver. It's a white GMC Yukon, Cherokee Nation tag AK8558, AK8558. I wonder what that'll go for at auction. License tag AK8558. Please move your vehicle. Thank you very much.
All right. 3 seconds left in the halftime before we get the start of the third quarter going. 40, as you can see, 42-0. Coweta Tigers. I'm sorry, third quarter. Oh.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how Coweta plays out the rest of this game and how the Bulldogs play out the rest of this game, right? When do we start seeing different units besides the starters come out or different positions, right? I mean, like we mentioned in the first half, the only running back we ever saw was Prince Austin. Do we start exploring some of these other options, and not as a replacement to Prince Austin, but as a another weapon, right? Yeah. It's always kind of in the philosophy here at Wagoner is it's the next man up, right? Yeah. No matter, well, maybe not no matter as good as you are, but as good as you are, there's always another guy waiting to take your spot or to compliment you. Right? You're a dime a dozen here in Wagoner.
Yeah, you got to reload. But yeah, I mean, like we were having a conversation. Do we expect anybody to let off the gas? And I would say no. I don't expect either team to let off the gas. Sure, you might see, again, like we were just saying, in that second and third unit, but nobody's going to let off the gas in this game, I don't think.
Right. You still got to go play your brand of football, right? You still have to work on the things that you do and make sure they're done right. Is that Jonas Smith? That is Jonas Smith with a good return.
That was a great return.
Yeah, gets all the way down to the Wagoner 41. All right. Offense will trot out on the field. Still led by Coco Moore. I don't expect Wagner to make many subs here early in the second half.
Yeah, see what you can do early.
Yeah. You might see some from Coweta here in the third quarter. We're just going to see. But Wagner needs to have something go right for them. So generally the losing team would keep their starters out there a little bit longer, just to have some success, right? Have something to put on film to go off of. Looks like Bulldogs are going to come out in a shotgun. Trips at the bottom of your screen. Lone receiver on the top. It is Prince Austin still in the backfield. Coco Moore will take the snap. He throws the screen pass out to Zion Corey, and he's met as soon as he catches it, and he's behind the line of scrimmage. That was a pretty violent tackle there.
Took a couple good hits.
He did. Again, like we mentioned, first guy comes and stands him up, and then you let your teammates come and finish the job for you. And that'll be a loss of 3.
They've seen really good tackling by this Coweta team.
They tackle well, they block well, they scheme well. They have a lot of control, as we saw in that last 2-minute drive. That only took them a minute to go punch one in.
It seems like it's never just one guy tackling either.
Right. I hand this off far right to
There you go.
Prince Austin. He picks up a few.
Good little hole.
Gets back close to the original line of scrimmage, and about a yard more. So pick up about 4 there.
Tackled by number 11, Hudson Arnold.
So 3rd and 9. Ball is at the 42-yard line.
Ball carried to the 42-yard line. 3rd down 9, Bulldogs.
All right, trips at the bottom of your screen. Let's see if they throw this thing. They're going to hand it off far left.
Oh, nice.
He's going to.
There you go.
There you go. He's still going.
Wow, big gain there.
Yes, it was. Great run right there by Prince Austin. Yeah, pickup of about 15 on that play, enough for a first down.
Yeah.
So already better than what we saw in the first half.
Yeah.
Looks like Noah Pete's going to limp off the field. He's struggling with something. I'm not exactly sure what. Talk about a tough kid.
20-yard gain to the 40-yard line of Coweta Tigers. That's good for a Wagner Bulldog. First
All right.
10.
Shotgun formation. Tight ends in motion to the other side. Going to keep this one himself, Coco is, but he's met in the backfield for a loss of 1. Looks like Prince Austin's asking for a sub. Here comes number 2, Gavin Edward.
There he is.
You know, Gavin's my former neighbor.
Another great kid.
Another great kid from a great family.
Yeah, yep. I coached him in middle school soccer, and boy, you talk about an athlete! Holy smokes!
His brother Trenton Edward from was it 2 years ago? I think that was 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Was a heck of an athlete as well. Gonna give a little shuffle pass there. Let's see the number. I'm not gonna speculate.
I believe that was Zion Corey.
Yep, you're right. Zion Corey. He's been a big feature in this offense today. So he's going to pick up, about a yard, maybe 2 yards there. That'll bring up 3rd and 7. We have 9 minutes left in the third quarter.
Gain of 4, the ball at the 37. 3rd down 7, upcoming for the Bulldogs.
All right, 2 receivers on either side with Gavin Edward in the background or in the backfield. Gonna drop back to pass this thing. He takes a shot.
There you go.
Throws it to Zion Corey, just 2 yards, maybe 3 yards up the field. So it's going to bring up about 4th and 4.
Corey, gain of a couple.
I think you have to go for it in this spot. You're a little too far to punt this thing. Again, go back to those analytics, right? Analytics say, hey, this is a spot in the field that you should go for it.
Coming for the Bulldogs.
4th and 4. Let's see what they draw up for the Wagoner offense. They like that tight formation on these situations. Coco's going to fake the handoff. He's passing. He takes a
he's
shot
open.
deep to
He
Zion
catches it.
Corey.
Touchdown.
Nope,
Oh,
nope, just
I saw his hands
shy.
go up.
Yep.
Dang it.
So
Hey,
he's
either way, great play.
yeah, he's at the half-yard line here. So great opportunity for the Bulldogs to punch this thing in on the first
Yes.
drive of the second half.
Oh, boy, you got to punch it in here.
We believe perhaps he was caught just shy of the goal line by number 35.
No penalties.
Yeah, it looked like that Coweta defense bit up on the play action, and that left Zion Corey wide over the top.
Yep. Coco put it right where he needed to.
Yep. Yeah, it was a great throw.
We're gonna say number 7.
All right, empty backfield for Coco. This could be a wildcat situation. So Gavin Edwards in motion. Coco's going to keep it himself, and he's met in the backfield by a handful of Tigers. So he's going to lose about a yard or two on this one. Whistles are blowing the play dead. And I don't know what it was.
Quarterback keeper, he was captured.
All right,
by
clock's running.
6 Ruger Horvath.
The second goal, ball is placed at the 3-yard line.
You've got to get in the
Yeah.
end zone here.
Yeah.
Have
Second
to.
down goal from the 3.
6 seconds to snap this thing. Still in motion. Another one in motion. Boy. Gavin Edward. Far right. He makes one miss.
Ooh.
And he fights through
Got
another
in.
one to get in the end zone.
Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Boy, what a solid run
That was
by Gavin Edward.
Yes, it was.
And he's a sophomore?
Sophomore, yep.
Yeah. Boy, howdy.
Yep. Saw him a little bit last year.
Yeah. And he did good things last
he
year. So, and this is what we were talking about, right? This is exciting to see. This is yet another guy who can step up to the plate.
I believe he's hurt now. He just went down.
Oh, no.
He's holding that arm in
Yeah,
a weird way.
that left arm looks kind of limp, doesn't it?
Oof. I don't like the look of that.
Yeah, me neither. Looks like he's going to go straight to the back. Rhett Butler's getting this thing lined up for the PAT.
Wagoner long
I hate to see that.
Nate Soma.
They're going to set him on the bench, so at least they're not going back to the locker room just yet, but man, that's not good. So it's up, and it's good. And that'll bring your total to 42-7. Coweta's still in charge of this thing, and they're going to come out here in just a second for their first drive.
Well, hey, I mean, just what you want to see if you're a Wagner fan. And, you know, obviously those players wanted to put some numbers up on the board. And,
For sure.
I mean, you know, obviously you don't expect them to come back and win this thing. But, you know, show some guts here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Show that you're getting better. Show that you know what you're doing.
Well, that's the thing is in that first half, there wasn't any signs of life or
No.
fight or I shouldn't say any, but not much.
Not enough.
That's a heck of a start right there.
Yes, it is.
To show that you actually care about this thing,
Yep.
right? That maybe you're bought into your system.
Yep.
So, Ray Butler's getting this thing set up on the tee to kick off. Boy, there's a lot of Tigers up here toward the front of this formation.
Yeah.
Kind of unique. Gonna kick it short. We saw that a lot last year. Well, I guess he signals a fair catch. I didn't see the signal, but I thought he was about to get lit up.
Red Butler's kick to Noah Finley.
So it looks like Coweta's going to start their drive on the 22-yard line. That'd be their own 22. There are 7 minutes and 31 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Jamie Bateman in on the play for Coweta. Ball is spotted about the 17-yard line, first down Tiger.
All right. Offense and defense are out on the field. Looks like Coweta's going with their sophomore running back. And that's number 4 back there. That's not the one that we've seen all night.
Oh, I thought he got his hands on that pass.
Yep, they throw the screen pass out there to the left. He made one miss and then gets drugged down 5 yards down the field. So Coweta's going with number 4. Looks like Wesley Thomas, sophomore. We may not see Brock Hellman for the rest of the night,
Yeah.
and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
As a Wagner fan, I'm okay with not seeing him for
Absolutely.
the rest of the night. Boy, this kid is thick. He's just dragging defenders with him.
Yeah.
But they do finally get him down, but not till he gets a first down, 7 yards down the field.
He's apprehended by number 10, DeAndre Wilson. And number 52, Noah Peets.
Noah Pete on the tackle there. Noah Pete was a defensive end last year, and this year they moved him to middle linebacker. Again, Wesley Thomas up the middle, but he's
There you
met
go.
at the line of scrimmage, and he's drugged down by a gang of Bulldogs.
Yeah, that defensive line last year for Wagner was a focal point,
Yes, it was.
and it's not the same as it was. I mean, there are some.
Yeah.
Pieces.
Well, and the only one that remains on that defensive line from last year is Carter Brown, which we've called
Yeah.
his name a few times already.
Yeah.
Noah Pete moved back to a different position, and then Anthony Harris ended up transferring over to Muskogee. They're going to drop back to pass this thing, and he takes a shot down the field to Noah Finley, and he is complete. Boy, that's a pickup of about 30 right there.
Wow.
Can't see the number of who that is over there that made the tackle. I think it's number 8, Mark Goins. All right. Two receivers on the bottom of your screen. They're going to hand this ball off right up the middle. Boy, he runs hard, doesn't he?
Yes, it does.
So they pick up about 3 there, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 7. Ball is placed at the Wagner 33.
It looks like that defensive line is starting to handle their own a little better.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, I don't know if these are most of the starting offensive linemen for Coweta, but
You would think so.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to bring in your second unit running back, you'd kind of want it to run him behind a first unit
yeah.
offensive line just so he can get quality reps. All right. Incomplete. So 3rd and 7 here. They are kind of in that 4-down territory, so they have the option here to either run it up the middle or pass it. So we'll see. Looks like they have 2 tight ends in the game. They're handing that thing off right up the middle, and he has blockers out there, and he makes 2 miss, 3 miss, 4 miss, and he's finally tripped down to the ground, not till he's down to the 16-yard line, 15-yard line. So pickup of about 15 on that one.
Yeah. Another strong runner for Coweta. They're just
Reloading and
They're full of
reloading. Yeah. I was told at halftime, and this is just rumor, that the quarterback at Coweta is also committed to go wrestle somewhere.
I think that person said OU.
They said OU, so don't know that for fact. So let's not go shouting that from the rooftops that we said it.
You know how these small town rumors are.
Right. All right, send both tight ends in motion. Gonna hand this thing off to the back again. Why not? To Wesley Thomas. And he is drugged down to the ground at the line of scrimmage. There is a flag down here on the bottom of your screen from the line judge. We'll see what it is. It came in late. False start on the offense. Back up 5 and replay the down.
Early movement, Tigers.
All right, 1st and 15. Ball is placed at the 20.
Somebody in the chat said he is committed to OU for wrestling. So.
My goodness. That's a pretty tough backfield, right? You have 2 committed wrestlers to go play at the next level.
Uh-huh.
or as wrestlers say, we don't play wrestling. Yeah, so I apologize for that.
This timeout to Coweta.
We're going to spin the timeout here. Talk about what they want to do on 1st and 15. Ball's placed at the 20. We have 4 minutes and 8 seconds left here in the third quarter. This quarter's gone by quick.
Yes, it has.
I mean, we're only on the first possession for both teams.
Yeah.
Wagner's had a possession. This is still the first possession for Coweta.
Wow.
To where in the first half, each team had, what did we say, 7 possessions?
Mm-hmm.
So quite a bit quicker here.
We've been asked by a young lady who is a wonderful human being, Alicia Olson, to announce again that Bulldog lanes are open 10 to midnight this evening and Sunday from 5 to 9. Great bowling in Wagoner, Oklahoma.
Both teams are back on the field.
Bulldog lanes.
Coweta's going to stay in a shotgun. Got 2 receivers out right. Got 1 in motion. Going to drop back to pass this thing on 1st and 15. He has pressure, and he throws the ball out of bounds. So nothing going there. Yeah, pressure kind of sped him up a little bit, and the coverage was good enough to make him hold on to it.
Yep.
Bring up 2nd and 15. And we're at a tight formation themselves. Brock Hillman is back in the game. He can't find anybody, and he has pressure. He throws it deep, and he catches it for a Coweta touchdown.
Yes, he does.
Boy, what
Right
a
in the
throw.
corner, yeah.
Yeah, what a throw.
Right on the button.
And just extending that play, right, until that became open. He had a guy on his back that was putting pressure on him and
Yep.
didn't let it fluster him, just threw it right over the top
Yep.
for another Coweta touchdown.
He's pretty cool and composed.
Yeah, he's solid. He's a gamer, that's for sure. So 3:51 left here in the third quarter. Coweta's trying to put this in for yet another PAT. It's up. And it's good. That brings your score to Coweta 49, Wagoner 7. I mean, offense looked better last time. The last drive. Defense at least made them fight for it a little bit more than what we've seen.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
got to find those silver linings here.
Where you can.
Yeah, it's been tough tonight.
You know, one thing you got to think about as or you see it playing out throughout the the stadium here and throughout the town, throughout the chat. Wagner's not used to this happening.
No,
No, and they have high expectations no matter what. Especially in this game. I mean, they always want to beat Coweta, and they always expect to beat Coweta.
absolutely.
But, last I know for sure last season went Coweta's way.
I think we won the year before that. I know they've won 3 of the last 5, not
Right.
counting tonight. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that 24 team, I think we won that one.
Yeah.
Because that one was won with Kale Charbonneau.
Sure. Yeah.
And Shield Knight, Alex Shield Knight. I'm pretty sure that team won. Yeah, and I mean, you talk about the tradition here in Wagoner, and over the last 20 years, we've been quarterfinalists every single year until recently.
Yep.
So it is tough to find these teams that don't find as much success.
Yeah.
It's hard to deal with.
It's hard to swallow. That's where I was getting at. It's hard to swallow. It's hard to swallow for these kids that are used to winning just about every game.
Right.
You know, and then, you know, you start out a season like this,
Yep.
and it's a challenge to keep your team and,
Yep.
you know, keep your culture and really push, you know, keep getting better throughout the year, and don't, you know, you can't let it fall apart.
For sure.
You can't lose that spirit. You can't lose that tradition. So, you know, just because the season starts out like this doesn't mean it's over.
Right.
You know, like you said, in the grand scheme of things, as far as playoffs goes, this means nothing.
Right,
So
right.
use this game to learn who you are and who you're not, and get better.
Well, and that's the thing is you know, they have a bye week next week.
Yeah.
So they can go in and watch film on this and really study it, right, and figure out, hey, what do we need to do differently before Tahlequah comes to town?
Yep.
And that's a very winnable game.
Yep.
Bishop Kelly, we have to go there in week 3, and that's a winnable game.
Yep.
Right. If you can come out of this non-district play 2-1,
Yep.
you know, going into the districts, well, all of a sudden you might be getting your starting quarterback back at that time as well.
Yep.
So who knows what could happen?
Yep. Get your starting quarterback back.
Coco Moore is met back at the line of scrimmage. He's going to bring up 3rd and about 8.
But in the grasp of number 22, great Deonier.
Wagner coaches on the sideline ain't happy with whatever they saw.
Back to the line of scrimmage at the 19-yard line, 3rd down.
All right, running that tight formation again. We've seen that a lot tonight. Is Prince Austin in the backfield with Coco? Coco's looking to take a shot. He does take a shot. He tries to get it to Elijah Love, but overthrows it a little bit. So that'll bring up 4th and 8. Ball is at the 19. You would expect a punt here.
Yep.
Pass intended for number 13, Elijah Love.
And then that's who's coming on the field is the punt formation. Elijah is standing on his own 5, so this is kind of scary territory. They bring a couple. Number 1, no offense. Or no, it's not number 1, sorry. Number 3. He makes a handful of guys miss, and he's dragging a handful too. Boy. They get all the way inside the 25 there. Not good field position for the Bulldogs to defend themselves. Number 3 is LaMarco Bell, who's actually one of their better defenders on their team, statistically at least. So it looks like the official spot of the ball is going to be at the 24-yard line with 1:55 left here in the 3rd quarter.
Guido now has the ball at the Wagner 24. First down, Tigers.
Shotgun formation, double tight. Handoff up the middle to number 2. Imagine that.
Hard running number 2, Brock Hellman.
I said we didn't see him, but then we saw him at the end of the last drive, and then he comes back in. It's Brock Hillman.
He was saddled by number 19, Everett Fruthers.
Handoff again. Makes one miss, and second man finally got him down.
First down.
Yep, change of moving. 1st and 10.
Second and about 4.
Ball is at the, looks like, 13-yard line here. So they're
Brought down by Wagner's number 52, Noah.
in the red zone. They're 100% so far tonight in the red zone. Gonna hand this one off to him, and he goes untouched. Right up the middle, toward the left. And he finds the touchdown. Golly, how many touchdowns is that for him?
I don't know.
I mean, I know it's at least 4.
Yeah, I was
At
gonna say
least 4.
handful.
Boy, howdy. mean, that is their 8th touchdown of the night. So I think Ford is playing that very conservatively, right? Boy, they block well. PAT is up. And good. Brings your score to Coweta 56, Wagoner 7. 55 seconds left here in the third quarter. Wagoner started this half with an answer on the offensive side of the ball.
Yep.
And then haven't seen much since.
No on either side.
We correct the kicker to number 2. Marshall, be happy. That's Brock Hellman.
Well, we saw Prince Austin go off the field, or ask him to come off the field earlier. It looked like he was shaken up, but I'm glad to see he's back. And
We haven't seen Gavin Edward back yet. I don't see him on the sideline or anything, so hope all is well there.
yeah,
Not sure who that is. Is that Prince?
that's Prince right there.
Boy,
there
howdy,
you
he's
go.
showing that speed.
There he is.
Get out there. Get out there.
What a return!
Yes, it was. Dragged down by the kicker at the end of that. All the way down to the Coweta 40, though.
Yeah.
I mean, he caught that almost at the goal line.
Yep.
So almost a gain of about 60.
Yeah, Prince Austin, one of the bright spots tonight.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Absolutely. He's had a heck of a game.
Yep.
53 yards on the return. In Coweta territory at the 40-yard line of the Tigers. First down, Wagoner.
Just hope his conditioning holds up here on this drive after a big play like
Yeah.
that and then having to ask off.
Yep.
I don't think that was the last drive, but a few drives ago.
That ball holds energy, though, once it's
Yes,
in
it
your
does. All right, shotgun formation. One man in motion. Hand it off to Prince Austin
There he
to the
is.
left. Works his way back to the middle, and he's met just a few yards ahead of the line of scrimmage.
Prince Austin carries the ball. Stopped by number 22, Drake Dionier. Gain of a yard at 39-yard line. And second down, 9, Bulldogs.
Second and 9. Bulldogs taking a while to get this play in here. Looks like they're going to spend a timeout. Clock is still. Oh, they're going to the end of the third quarter. I got you. I was looking at the play clock, and the actual time is not in my normal field of view.
Yeah. We put you in the corner over there.
Right. As you should.
Do you have a schedule in front of you?
I do.
Let's see what-
We have next week off,
Yeah,
and so no game next week. Go watch the OU game,
sure.
and then in week officially week 2, Tahlequah comes to town. So that would be on the. Let me get you an actual date here. September 11th. Tahlequah will be here,
Okay.
and then we go to Bishop Kelly on September 18th, and then September 25th we start district play against
Okay.
Miami, and that will be at Miami.
Okay.
Yep.
Even though we were at Miami last year?
Yeah, they do that redistricting every. I think it's 2 years. Now our district stayed the same essentially. We lost Coweta, or not Coweta, sorry. We lost Catoosa out of our district, and we picked up Cleveland in their place.
Okay.
So
Do you know anything about Cleveland?
I saw that they went 2-8 last year.
Okay.
Catoosa went 0-10, so similar.
Hey, Coco with a nice little
Yeah,
run there.
well, let's pick up about 12 or 13.
Yeah.
And that was just a quarterback draw right up the middle.
He's the quarterback, Colin Moore.
All right. So
Brought down by
ball's on the 26. They're knocking on the door of the red zone.
26.
Starting this drive with great field position on that big return by Prince Austin.
Yep.
Sure helps.
A gain of 9, first and 10 yardage for Colin Moore down to the 26-yard line. First down, Bulldogs.
Got 2 receivers to the right, 1 out left. Tight end in motion. Going to hand the ball off to Prince Austin. Wide right.
There
Got
he
a decent
goes.
block. Made one miss and ran one over. Looks like he's placed at the 16-yard line, so pick up a 5.
Prince Austin's looking
Sorry, no. At the 21-yard line, pick up a 5.
Prince Austin's looking hungry tonight.
He is.
Colton McCassell.
Expect big things from him this year.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
5-yard gain. Ball at the 21-yard line. Second down, 5 Bulldogs.
It's Austin in motion. Coco Motion keep it himself.
There you go.
He's finding space all of a sudden.
Yep, nice little hole they gave him, and he took advantage of it.
Yeah.
Sterling Colin Moore.
Looks like the Bulldogs have put in some different receivers. Number 23. Who is that? That's a tall kid.
That's Drake Sherman.
Okay.
Yep. One of the
Boy, he
twins.
is tall.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yep.
Bulldog, first down and 10.
Yeah, both of them are
Yeah.
tall and athletic.
Okay.
Yep. Smart, everything.
Number 18, number 9. Let me see who these people are.
Oh, 18, my guy Jackson Steele.
That's him. Is that him with the ball? Nope. It's number 9, Brody Good.
Junior running back number 9, Brody Good. Inside the 10 to about the 9.
It's cool seeing these younger guys because, I teach 9th and 10th grade, so I know these younger guys, and it's cool to see them get in the game and
Right.
get some real experience.
Absolutely. So they're knocking. 2nd and 9. Ball's at the 10-yard line.
Give it to Prince.
He fights
gonna
through
get
a few.
there. Touchdown, Wagner.
Hey, what a drive.
Hey, yeah.
All the way from the kickoff return, and then just running the ball, up the middle, outside.
Yep.
Yeah, great play there.
I really wish we had some stats in front of us. I'd love to see Prince's numbers tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Kick is up. And Mr. Consistent again. So that will take your score to Wagner 14, Coweta 56. 9 minutes and 11 seconds to play here in the 4th quarter.
That Wagner possession, 6 plays covered 40 yards, took 1 minute and 11 seconds. Wagner's in double figures. 56-14, 8:41, and 5.
Noticed Bobby Henderson didn't suit out tonight. I don't know if that's an injury that he's battling or what's going on over there. Hopefully he can find his way back sooner rather than later.
Absolutely.
Rhett Butler has this thing teed up. It's ready to go. Here comes the late addition.
John and Rachel Boyd.
Ryan Sherman.
There you go. Deep kick this time. It's fielded by number 5. He makes one miss. And he's drugged down.
That's a nice tackle.
Yeah, who is that? Number 11?
Carter Brown.
Carter Brown. Uh-oh. Looks like somebody's got cramps down here at the bottom of your screen.
Yeah, DeAndre Wilson.
Dang it. It has been hot. Not as hot tonight. It actually feels pretty good out there.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, these days have been brutal. This whole summer. But
Yes.
my gosh, during during the time they do football practice, it's just been absolutely miserable.
I know. I keep checking the weather app, seeing when it's going to start cooling down. Haven't figured it out yet.
For the foreseeable future.
Yeah. I mean, September's coming up, you would think, but not yet.
I've heard we've had over 30 days with over 100-degree weather.
Oh, I believe it. Some of those days could have counted double.
Yeah.
Boy, howdy.
Number 4 again.
Yep. He's got some pretty decent numbers for not just a whole lot of touches.
You'd say he's a sophomore, right?
Yeah.
Stop by number 19, Everett Rivers.
Boy, I'm going to have to borrow somebody's reading glasses to
Yeah.
figure this out.
Wesley Thomas.
Wesley Thomas, yeah. There is a different quarterback in there for the Tigers. Number 12, it looks like. Gonna hand it off again to Wesley Thomas, and he picks up another 6. He just keeps churning those legs.
Mm-hmm. Carter Brown with the tackle.
So the Coweta quarterback in the game right now is also a sophomore. You start looking at these receivers, and they all look a little younger, don't they?
Yeah.
Hand off up the middle again to Wesley Thomas. He's met right there at the line of scrimmage, maybe even in the backfield. Couldn't see who initially caused that surge. Looks like Noah Pete is part of it at least. Uh-oh. Looks like he's cramping too. Better break out the pickle juice.
Yeah.
Was never a fan of that.
No?
No. Oh God, no.
I can handle a little pickle juice.
Looks like Noah's going to walk off on his own accord. Got to hydrate and stretch a little bit.
Yeah. Been a long night.
It has. It has. Speaking of how long it is, we have 6 minutes and 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Checking up on play number 52, Noah Pete. Real quick, Noah.
Okay, empty backfield this time. Now here he comes. He knew he was getting the ball. He just didn't know where to line up. Nope,
That was a nice tackle by Mark Goins there.
that was.
Sweep right, number 15.
Read the play well and stepped up in a hurry.
Tackle by Wagoner, number 6. That is Zion Court.
Again, empty backfield.
Fourth down, 3.
I wonder if 15's going to go in motion again. Here he comes. Fake pat or fake run, and he throws it over the middle. Big number 45. He's chased down, but he still drags him in and gets in. So yet another touchdown for the Tigers. Nice little play there for Coweta.
Receiver number 45.
That's a sophomore, Kane Peterson.
Oh, so it seems like they got their whole sophomore unit in
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah.
He's not a little fella.
No, he's not.
I mean, I think the Wagoner defender made contact at about the 7-yard line, and he was strong enough to muscle his way in. So
Yeah.
kick is up, and it's good. We now have a score of Coweta 63, Wagoner 14, with 5 minutes and 6 seconds left here in the ball game, and they just have the clock ticking at this point. So just trying to get out here as soon as possible.
What's the rule on that? Do you know?
I think both coaches have to agree to
Okay.
do it.
On a fourth down play, Coweta runs it out.
You know, I have noticed between possessions, I've seen Keyshawn Brown talking with Coco Moore on the sideline after, like I said, in between each possession. So it's cool seeing Keyshawn still supporting his teammates, even though he can't be out there with them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Shows, what kind of leader he is.
Boy, that ball barely snuck into the
it
end zone. I
Making
mean,
me a little nervous.
it is sitting on the goal line, and we let it bounce over us. So, boy, if that didn't touch the goal line, that would have been a bad situation.
Especially because everybody just ran off like they knew it was going to happen.
Right. Yeah, going back to Keyshawn, though, you don't expect any less out of
No.
Keyshawn. I mean, that's just the type of guy he is.
Yep.
He lifts those up around him.
Yep.
Great to see. Different quarterback? Is that right? Maybe not. No,
No.
it's not. Coco's going to hand this off straight up the middle. Is that Prince?
Yeah.
Running back number 14,
Yep.
Prince Austin.
Prince Austin.
He brought down by number 76, Eli Conroy. And number 52, Jack Dawkins. Gain of a couple, second down, 8 at the 22.
Yeah, Wagner's using this entire play clock to
Yeah.
get up to the line of scrimmage. I hand this off to
Prince Austin.
Prince
again.
Austin again out wide.
Finds-
Imagine that.
there he goes.
Uh-oh. Get there, Prince. Get there, Prince. You get
he's
there,
still
Prince. Get there, Prince.
Touchdown, Wagner. Prince Austin with touchdown number 2.
Yeah. Gavin had the other one.
Yep.
There you go, Prince.
Yes, sir.
The defender tried to shove him out of bounds, but didn't shove him hard enough, and he tiptoed his way in. So,
He's a strong little booger.
yeah, oh, absolutely. He's gassed. He is tired. I mean, that right there's an 80-yard run.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bet he's filled up the stat sheet
I
tonight.
bet he has.
That drive for Wagner.
And hey, if you're doing that as good with against as good of a team as Coweta is, that's
Yeah, absolutely. So in my pregame notes, I actually wrote about Coweta, just like a quick one-sentence description. A senior-laden group with a strong background and a stingy defense.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they've been.
Yeah.
And here Prince is. I bet he's rushed for over 150 yards.
Yeah.
Or right around 150 yards tonight, and 2 touchdowns. So
Yep.
great night by Prince.
Yep.
Just, boy, that Coweta team's good.
Yeah.
So that brings your score to Coweta 63, Wagner 21, with 1 minute left on the clock. Clock is ticking.
Our thanks, by the way, to the 50-50 Challenge ladies, beautiful legs and wonderful moms. Rhett's mom and Colston's mom. Thanks, ladies.
Ball is teed up for the kickoff. Brett's going to kick this thing deep. Down to the 15. It's fielded.
Visits the 15-yard line.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't finish like that. He's going to get there for yet another Coweta touchdown.
Wow.
10th one of the night, in fact.
And number 5,
Zeros on the clock.
Time expired.
So, I don't know if they'll kick this PAT or just call it. But they'll probably just call it, I would assume. Looks like Coweta wants to kick the PAT. Wagner's already at
Lined up.
already at the half field. shaking hands.
I guess we're going to call that.
Yep, that'll be it. So your final score for the night, Coweta 69, Wagoner 21. It was a tough one.
Yeah, like we've said over and over again, not what you want out of this game especially, the Wagner-Coweta game, but like you said over and over again, really, really good team in Coweta. And in the long run, it has nothing to do with playoff football. So,
Right.
Took your lumps tonight.
Yep.
Let's go get better.
Yeah, got to regroup over the next 2 weeks.
Yep. Well, thank you guys for listening tonight. Thank you again, Aiden Lay, for running the camera. Thank you, Josh, for being here with me.
Yeah, thank you. I really enjoy it, and as always, it's been great.
Yep. Thank you, guys. Good night.